I have raised, indeed campaigned for quite a few years on the plight of people studying psychology, trying to get doctorates in psychology. And I would remind you that we have a chronic deficit of psychologists in terms of assessments for children with special needs in education, in health and in many other areas. Now, in fairness, the government responded to the campaigning of psychologists by giving some funding or announcing funding for counselling psychologists who hadn't been funded and who pay shocking fees, 10,000, sometimes 15,000 euro. But it now turns out some of those counselling psychologists who were depending on getting that funding this year are not going, it won't be arriving till next year. Some of these people are working 2 jobs while studying, while they are on placement and not getting paid for working on placement, and they are in very significant debt, and they are asking that the Minister Butler there would ensure that the funding comes this year, not next year.
Thank you very much for your questions. You are quite right. This government in the last budget provided €750,000 to support counselling psychologists from the mental health budget. So as we know, clinical psychologists are already funded, but counselling psychologists and educational psychologists weren't. So when I met with the Psychologists Association of Ireland, they pointed out that to me. So under my remit as Minister for Mental Health, I was able to secure $750,000 to support counselling psychologists. My budget does not extend to educational psychologists. That comes from the educational budget, and I'm glad to get the opportunity to clarify this. But what I will be doing, and we're in talks with Trinity College at the moment, and we're in talks with the HSE, of that $750,000, I will be supporting first year, second years and third year students who start the academic year next September. You have to start someplace, and that's what I have decided to do. And we're working with the psychologists, we're working with Trinity College, and we're working with the HSE to work out the details.